What was the atmosphere there like last night? We just spoke to one fan who'd been there, but from your perspective, that sort of moment of glory after 2 minutes, and then it all started to crumble, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, and we all, as England fans, we know how this plays out, don't we? We've had the drill before because, unfortunately, it was the same old story in the end, wasn't it? But look, I mean, I will say the atmosphere was an atmosphere of two parts in a way. In the ground immediately before kick-off, when we scored the goal for the first, really for the whole time that there was football on the pitch, the atmosphere was absolutely incredible, and it really was just a privilege to be part of it. I mean, I will mention as well, because of course we all know about this incident with fans getting into the stadium. It was a bit of a strange atmosphere, both before and afterwards, I have to say. I've been to other matches at Wembley this tournament. It didn't feel the same. For whatever reason, it did feel very, very intimidating beforehand. And I have to say, it didn't feel particularly like the security was really on top of it. So I will mention that, because that was obviously part of the feeling of being there, frankly. But for that bit, in your seat, watching the game, it was incredible. And it's one of those, I'm not sure I feel this morning particularly happy about having been there, but I know that eventually I will be able to look back on that and be glad that I was.
What happened there? Were you sort of the stadium, did you have to leave and come back in again? What kind of information did you have about what happened?
So very little, but when you're walking out Wembley Way, it was probably the most intimidating atmosphere I've ever been in as a football fan. It wasn't particularly well marshalled. Same at the other end. There were fights breaking out on the walk back to the stadium. There weren't enough security staff. There were frankly non-existent stewarding within the stadium. It was, as I say, once everyone was in, it was actually a really great atmosphere. Everyone got on very well. There's some Italian fans in our section, and it was all fine. But it was a bit odd, and I think that's something that probably should be learnt from other big events, because it wasn't quite that experience that you might have hoped for the rest of it. But look, I don't want to detract too much from the overall point, because I did have, apart from right at the end, I did have a great time being there, and the normal England fans were fantastic. The noise was incredible. The support that was given to the team was incredible, and I think you really got the sense that for normal fans like me, who were just there for that game, we'd all been on this journey during this incredibly depressing year that we've had, and that football was giving us something to focus on, other than COVID, other than everything else going on in the world. And there was this sort of great sense of hope of this new future under Gareth Southgate. Obviously, it didn't quite work out like that in the end, but it was a very, very fun ride while it lasted.
Welcome to the GB News YouTube channel. You can watch us live 24 hours a day, catch up on your favourite shows, and join in the conversation in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe and you'll never miss any of our exclusive content.